Hello, this is Congressman Steve Knight from the 25th Congressional District. We have started a series of interviews for great people who have served in our United States military. Today, you will hear two interviews from folks that served in World War II. Both of them volunteered in 1940 and served throughout the war. So I hope that you understand what they went through, what the Greatest Generation was about, and I hope you enjoy these interviews. So, Mr. Hirth, when you, during World War II, were you enlisted into World War II? Did you get drafted?
No, I volunteered.
You volunteered. When did you volunteer?
It was in 40.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So before the war.
Yeah.
So back then we knew there was a war raging, there was movement of troops, and there was countries like Nazi Germany that was moving and taking countries, and there was the RAF and our allied already fighting. Yeah. And we had pilots over there, and we had logistics over there. So we hadn't declared war, but we were in part of the fighting. There's no doubt about that in 1939 and 1940.
We always think we're not going to get in.
Right. So, and at that time in 1940, when you volunteered, did you think we were going into war, or did you think that, no? So December 7th, 1941 changed it for everyone.
Yeah.
So when you volunteered, did you volunteer to do a specific job, or?
Well, actually, I thought maybe I'd learn something. Okay. So I took radio.
And you were a young man then, kind of right out of high school, or
17.
17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Scary time for a 17-year-old to get into the military. So you went to boot camp, and you went to advanced individual training school to get your skill. Well,
they sent me to a radio school.
Okay.
And I was a CD operator.
Communications in 1940 was not that great.
We sent messages we couldn't send them during the day to Europe, but at nighttime we could.
Oh, okay.
Signals wouldn't go through.
Okay.
Too much interference during the day.
How long did you stay in the military?
I was in there during the war.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Oh, through the whole thing? So you got out somewhere in 1945, or?
Yeah, I think late 44.
We appreciate your time, and we appreciate you coming in.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Laverne, why don't you explain what happened in World War II? Were you drafted into the military, or?
No, I volunteered. I went in September of 41, before the war started.
Before the war, okay.
In fact, I was active, and on my way to Chicago, I was trained when Roosevelt declared war.
When you volunteered in September, did you think we were going into war, or did you think that this is the right thing to do, or?
I didn't think there was anything pressing about it. In fact, at that time, we weren't talking of going into the war. We were going to let them do it.
Right.
But, and we would back them up. But that deal in Hawaii settled it for us. We went in. I had my boot training in.
Okay.
But I was on my way to radio school, and we thought, boy, no school for us. They'll ship us right out of it. But they had to have trained radiomen.
Absolutely.
So I was one of those.
So when did you get out of the service?
1941, 4 days and 4 years and 4 days I was in. You went in for the duration.
Okay. That's got to be a little scary too, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Because you didn't know. Had no idea how long that duration was going to be.
Yeah. Well,
but we were in to do a job. We went in there to do something, and we did.
Laverne, I want to thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being one of the greatest generation.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Well, a lot of people would.
Probably. Well, of course, anything we did then was what ought to be done. I felt, or we felt, the fellows that were in, just do it.
Just
Get
do
it done.
That is what that generation felt. Well, thank you, Laverne. Thank you for your time, and thank you for sitting down with me for a couple minutes.
Thank you for having me do it. I enjoyed it.
I hope that you've enjoyed these interviews today. These are two folks from our greatest generation that volunteered for the United States Navy and the United States Army in 1940. Their stories are heartwarming. I hope that you understand that we are trying to interview our American heroes and look forward to more interviews with American heroes in the future.